Do you know how a joke becomes a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Obviously, I don't take myself very seriously. What I do, I take very, very seriously. What I do is I talk about non-fun stuff, like I said. I talk about cancer, accidents, heart attacks, anything that has a huge impact on people, not only physically and emotionally, but also financially. What I do is I talk about facts. 1 out of 2 men, 1 out of 3 women, and 3 out of 4 families are going to go through cancer. It's a fact. Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States right now, followed only by heart disease. And accidents are the leading cause of death for anyone under the age of 44. Now, whenever you go through those things, you always have 2 costs. You have a direct cost. That's a doctor bill, a hospital charge, a medical expense. That's what people think about when they think about cancer. They think about a heart attack. I have nothing to do with that. Health insurance takes care of that stuff. What I talk about is indirect cost. And that's different for everybody, but I always say, looking in your own situations, if you, your spouse, your kids, were to go through a battle with cancer, or have a bad accident, and you can't work, or you choose not to work, come on in, or you choose not to work for 6 months to a year, you have travel for treatments, hotel stays, eating out, how is that going to affect you financially, minus doctor bills? And for everybody it's different, but if nothing's coming in, guess what? Life goes on. Still gotta pay for your house, your cars, utilities. You gotta eat. Your best insurance has a copay or deductible. You got out of pocket, you got travel, food, lodging. Now in life you have so much money coming in, you got so much money going out. Life's good, you feel good. But you go through something like cancer, your income's gonna stay the same. It's gonna start to do one of these numbers, but bills aren't going away. And you had to travel or a hotel stay. I call this your crap gap. Crap, where's that coming from? And there's ways to combat that. You dip into savings and 401ks. You can sell stuff. You can sell your house, your cars, your personal items. We've all heard of people that have literally sold the farm to pay for something like that. But when you do that, what do you got left? So the best choice is always supplemental coverage. That's why we came up with plans that, heaven forbid, something like that happens, we pay money directly to you. It's in addition to anything else you might have, and we provide coverage for you and for your entire family. Now, I'll give you a little background on myself. My father-in-law was out harvesting wheat around Binkelman, it would have been about 10 years ago. Wind come along, tumbleweed comes along, knocks his hat off, he doesn't think anything of it. A couple days later, his ears hurt, he's like, man, I must have got a stick from that stupid thing. He looks, his wife looks, can't find anything. 2 months later, his ear is swollen. He goes, I gotta go get this checked out. Goes to the doctor. Doctor goes, I don't think this is a sticker. We got something else going on here. Because we need a biopsy. Biopsy comes back cancer. It was from a tumbleweed? He goes, well, if I would have come in sooner, would that have changed my diagnosis? Doctor said, I doubt it. You're the third case of this type of cancer in the United States right now. My dad had his second heart attack 9 years ago. He spent a month at Good Sam and a month at Madonna learning how to walk and talk again. My mom was beside him every step of the way. That's 2 months, no income. This next line comes from a very good friend of mine's wife. This is a man who's ridden bulls, been bucked off of horses, and fallen off of windmills. He was carrying groceries downstairs, tripped and fell and broke 2 vertebrae in his neck. You just never know. So obviously I have plans for myself and my family. Thank God I haven't had to use them. So I have to rely on what other people say. And I always thought Gordon Daniels said the best. He said people who think they have enough insurance and think again. I have great health insurance. That didn't begin to help me cover my bills. People don't realize how much money you spend on gas and food when you're traveling over 60 miles one way for chemo and radiation treatments. This policy helped me off my home bills, mortgage payments, utilities, car payments, etc. So I haven't been able to work very much. When I'm not working, I'm not making money. Now we paid him about $65,000, and that's not millions of dollars, don't get me wrong. It was $65,000 to keep things normal at home so you can just focus on getting better. Now, the other cool thing about what we do is if you don't use our plans, we give you all your money back. Don't you wish your car insurance to do that? You don't have to drive down the road and hope a deer pops out somewhere? You know? So one of 3 things is going to happen. Number one, say you're paying $20,000 in premium. It's after a certain amount of time. We're going to give you a check back for $20,000. I just did that earlier this week. They were very, very happy. They're going to Disney World is what they told me. Number 2, paying $20,000 small claim, $5,000. We cover everything from yearly checkups, hotel stays, travel back and forth. You're gonna get the difference back. Number 3, so you paid $20,000 and something major happens, and we paid 25. My buddy was 36. The largest heart claim to date is $114,000 and rising. That was a 6-month-old boy that had to have a heart transplant. The largest cancer claim to date, and we're in 49 states, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. The largest cancer claim to date is $189,000. That claim came from Cambridge, Nebraska. Now in that case, you're not gonna get any money back. But you don't have to come up with that out of your own pocket, and you have it when you need it most, not 25 years down the road. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna read, actually this claim came from right here in Burwell. It's Junietta Allen. It said, I'm really shocked because I didn't know about this check. I knew other things that were good, but not this. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It helped me out. It helped me out as we are trying at a very trying time. Thanks again, Junietta. Now, again, she's from here in town. We paid her $11,700.